Hello everybody and welcome to another broadcast of the Show 18 franchise mode here on the Viper TV as we are set to play the second and final game of the series against the Atlanta Braves. And as always, I'm going to show you guys the American League East standings for anybody that's been following our progress. We have unfortunately lost the last 5 and we have dropped to 6.5 out of first. The Yankees are still leading the division, and the Blue Jays surprisingly have moved into second place in the division, and the Red Sox have gained a spot in the AL East. They were in last place there for a while, for anybody that remembers. And jumping ahead to the National League East standings, the Braves, they actually picked up a game there. They picked up, or not actually picked up a game, but picked up a spot in their division. They are in 4th right now, and they're still 2.5 out of first. So either way, we're going to get ready and get the game started here, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit of news really quick. And with we used a lot of pitchers that last game, so we had to bring up Dan Jennings from Durham and send down that center fielder, that rookie center fielder that we got. He's back at Durham right now, so right now that is what's going on in my world of show right now. And after this series, we're going to be hitting the road here and going against the we're going to be going against the Baltimore Orioles, and after that we're going to go to Kansas City and Los Angeles to face the Angels. So we got a pretty good road trip on our hands coming up after this game. Either way, I'm going to go ahead, get the lineups set up here, and we'll get the game rolling here. Alright, our lineups are set up here as you can see on the right side of your screen. We did make a couple changes. I pulled Malik Smith out, put in Jason Worth, put Batista in right, put Crone as DH, and Loma will continue to play first. So either way, I will talk to you guys at the end. I hope you guys enjoy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And here we go, everybody.
Wednesday night baseball from Tropicana Field here in St. Pete. Here we wrap up the homestand with the finale of this 2-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Nate Eovaldi is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Here's Ender Inciarte. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Ender Inciarte.
Here comes the first pitch. Soft liner toward first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The count now at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Echeverria's there to second for one. On to first to complete the double play. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Stepping in for the Braves, Charlie Culberson, trying to get him started again following the double play. And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. 2-0 curveball here is over for a strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1. Hard ground ball to third. To his left, Duffy. Thought about coming home, but he'll go to first instead. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Braves go down quietly. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Brandon McCarthy gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Here's Jason Worth. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jason Worth.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge one-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Inciarte, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Hero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Wendell, a former member of the Oakland A's. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
fouled away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Adams moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, right fielder, Jose Bautista.
Up next for the Rays, Jose Bautista having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. McCarthy gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete with no score. Coming forward now is the Braves designated hitter, Ryan Schimpf. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Popped him up. Duffy shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So striding forward now, Tyler Flowers. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Yanked on the ground down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Batting sixth, second baseman,
Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Duffy has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
batting seventh, left fielder, Lane Adams.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Lane Adams, took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Looking at his career totals, Cron carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Markakis is there, one away.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Logan Morrison. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only one out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's Echeverria now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. His lifetime numbers against McCarthy. He's 1 for 4. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Matt Duffy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Duffy, often known as the Duff Man in baseball circles. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Span on second. Echeverria is over at first with one away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Striding in once again, Jason Worth. 0 for 1 here in the early going. McCarthy comes set. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Johan Camargo, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
One-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Echeverria moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Striding in, Dansby Swanson, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To third. And there are 2 away now.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time up. And now pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
In the air out to straightaway left. And Daney will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They trail this one 1-0. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Up for the Rays, second baseman, Joey Wendell.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone to get himself back in this count.
Right over the middle, knee high. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson scoops it up, and the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first down. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball three. One out, nobody on. And he sends it the other way toward right center. On the move is Markakis. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
44, designated hitter.
Digging in to try it again. C.J. Cron hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, but they lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Nick Markakis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. So stepping in, Charlie Culberson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Liner towards second. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Standing in now, Ryan Schimpf. The swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He popped out in his first trip. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Span looks up. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. And now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Tyler Flowers.
As he rips it on the ground to second. Wendell ranges to his right, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ready for another chance? Ozzie Albies comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Missed with a slider. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Lifted into center field. Span is under it. And the inning is over. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Atlanta. Stepping in, Logan Morrison. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at bat.
First baseman, Logan Morrison.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Morrison gets his lead at first, nobody out. Popped him up. Camargo is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Echeverria now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Markakis coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. He used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
0-1 the count. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Liner toward right center, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher Wilson.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First offering on its way. This pitch is popped up. Culberson in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Here's Jason Worth. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Yeah, Matty B, no one outside of Jason Worth has seen more pitches per plate appearance in the last 5 years in the National League. He likes to take them deep in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball in off the plate. Two-0 count. The pitch lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. We played 4 full, and we are tied 2-2. At the plate, Lane Adams looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now, and until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
And that's over. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Under it, Hechavarria for out number 2.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Striding into the box, Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
This is popped up. Morrison over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Joey Wendell.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
So digging in now, Jose Bautista. No hits to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. McCarthy up to 67 pitches thus far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
This catcher is not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Wendell stands at second with no outs. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. C.J. Cron will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in once again, C.J. Cron. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner will score from second. And the throw in gets away from him. And the second run will come across to score as they take the lead here 4-2.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And that'll be all she wrote for Brandon McCarthy. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 46, Chase Whitley.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone. That one's swimming with the Rays. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Ready once again, Bernard Span. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Swanson is there, 1 away. Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Digging in and looking for more, Adeiny Echeverria. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Duffy, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they score 4 times on just 2 hits, 1 error, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Rays 6 and the Braves 2.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th innings.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Outside, 3-0 now.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
The 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
Not too often you see in the bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Into the box, Charlie Culberson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Again, a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Ryan Schimpf.
Ready to take his hacks again, Ryan Schimpf, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Going back to that last at-bat, that's not an easy thing to do, to pull a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate and keep it fair for a home run. This guy's got some pretty good bat control.
The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Braves strand 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Ready for another shot now, Wilson Ramos. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
In now, Jason Worth. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. High in the air down the right field line. Marquez is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, second baseman, Joey Wendell.
Ready for another chance? Joey Wendell. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air to left field. Adams has it in his sights. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They lead it 6-2. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Striding in once again, Tyler Flowers. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
The 1-0 home. Now a ball bounced foul near Wash. Third base coach Ron Washington. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Digging in once again, Ozzie Albies. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Standing in now, Lane Adams. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings. and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
And he falls behind 0-2. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Wendell. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Ready once again, Jose Bautista. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the seventh.
Jose Bautista.
First offering on its way. Changeup in for a strike. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Here's C.J. Cron now as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
First pitch of the at-bat. Driven nicely into the gap. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Up next for the Rays, Denard Span. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Cron, the runner at third. Morrison stands at second. No outs. That's lifted the other way out to left. Adams has a play. One down. And they decide not to push things here with one away as he'll hold on at third base.
Now batting, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roll, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Markakis has it in his sights. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 8th inning coming up. The Rays are in front 9-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays, number 55, Tony Dick.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Ender Inciarte will be next. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Here's Ender Inciarte, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. The 1-2 fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Flying toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through, a base hit. And the runner is in from second. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, it might only be a drop in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
Into the box now, Ryan Schimpf, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. Culberson on third with 2 out. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely 0 reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A pause and the 0-2. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
A little bouncer. Here he comes again, 1-2. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he's in safely to third, as a run will score on the play as well. Throw to the plate goes right by him. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. That makes it a 9-6 contest now.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Alex Colomé enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
He's set. Here it comes. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Backhanded. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Digging in to try it again, Dansby Swanson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
2 down, runners at first and second. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So the deficit has been cut here as 5 runs have made this a ball game again. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Rays 9 and the Braves 7. Grant Dayton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 75, Grant Dayton.
Here's Jason Worth, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
For the Rays, left fielder Jason Worth.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis has a read on it. 1 out. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Wendell. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Dayton features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He doubled his last time through. The 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Line hard to center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Into the box, C.J. Cron. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Bautista is off at first with 2 away. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at your third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike. The 3-1 is ripped into the gap. This could be extra bases. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And a relay home. And he is under the tag of Flowers, safe at the plate.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Digging in and looking for more, Logan Morrison. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Inciarte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's the Rays 10 and the Braves 7. Nighttime here in the Tampa Bay St. Pete area as we welcome you back for the 8th in this one on the show. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Malik Smith is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Center field, number 0, Malik Smith.
First delivery to him on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Balled strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Worth is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch on its way. changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Left side. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
The batter, first baseman, Charlie Culberson.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Culberson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And he'll step off and try and reset. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Wendell over to his left. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win, and are hoping to build on that now.
And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. The Rays used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Nate Eovaldi wins his 3rd of the season. Brandon McCarthy was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Alex Colomé records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, click over to theshownation.com.
All right, that's going to wrap up our broadcast here of the Show 18 Franchise Mode Game 2 against the Braves here. My post-game thoughts and highlights here. I'm just going to just say it how it is. We got on top early, and Eovaldi was very sharp, got his 7 innings. Then we went to the pen and went to Tony Zit, if I pronounce his name correctly. And I don't know what's going on with Zit, but he just doesn't have it. They're all making good contact off of him right now, and that was an awful 8th inning, you know, for us defensively, pitching, defense. I couldn't believe Morrison couldn't put his foot on the bag there. Speaking of Morrison, he had a good game. He had a 4 or 5 hit game, so we got to work on it. We got to work on a lot of things, but for now we're gonna let this wind sink in a little bit and get ready for our road trip and go to Baltimore. I think going forward, though, I don't think I'm going to keep Morrison at first, at least right now. I'm going to have Crone probably play back at first, and Morrison will be DHing for a while, which will be kind of a stretch since I have Batista as the DH, because I kind of switch it up with him and Gomez for right field. But Tony Zit, far as back to him, if he doesn't straighten out his mechanics, he's going to be going to Durham here pretty soon. And I don't know what's going on, but you know, and Span was just awful in center field today there at the end, and overthrew Ramos, and we gotta quit with these errors. You know, they're really getting old. But like I said, we're going to let it sink in, and I hope this game was entertaining for everybody, you know. If I had to pick a player of the game, I guess would be Crone in a way. I mean, he didn't homer, but you know, he got us a good amount of runs that helped us win. So either way, that's pretty much going to wrap it up here, as this is the last highlight. I was really holding my breath there in the top of the ninth. I was really afraid of blowing it. That's why I switched it up and put Smith in center field and took a Span out. So either way, that's going to wrap up our broadcast of the Show 18 franchise mode. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, if it was or wasn't the outcome. And until the next video, so long everyone.